What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking on my video. My name is Lisa, as always. It's not changed. Probably never going to change. How's everybody doing? I realise I'm spoiling you all with my videos, but I've got a new desk, I've got a new chair, I've got some stuff to shoot. Why the hell not, right? Am I right? How's everybody doing? It's been an interesting week for me, full of medical checks and things here, there and everywhere. So what day is it? We're on Thursday. So last Friday I had my first part of the CCAT scan, which is following, she's pumped me up too high. There we go. I wondered why I couldn't see myself. The first was like swallowing a radiation capsule. Had only a tiny amount of radiation, so I'm led to believe, so I don't think I'm turning into Spider-Man anytime soon. And then 3 hours later having a scan, or I think it's a scan, not an x-ray. And then I've got to go back tomorrow and have the second part. And they'll figure out from that whether I have a bile malabsorption. So that's the first thing that's happening this week. Yesterday, I had a blood test taken for my medication review, which was out of this one, which has left a beautiful bruise, smack bang, in the middle of my arm. And then, I'm not going to dilly about, we have them, we're women. I had a smear test, but it went a bit wrong and they couldn't insert the doodah. So I have to go back in a couple of weeks and try that again, so that's going to be amazing. And then because of everything that's happening with me and we've not yet found an answer, I had another blood test in this arm and she didn't actually bruise me. It came from up here somewhere. She was actually really, really good. To check for ovarian cancer, which I didn't realise the symptoms that I'm presenting kind of cross over with all the other bowel problems. So that's a barrel of laughs. And then Saturday, because I'm clinically vulnerable, I have my COVID jab. So it's a busy old week in terms of this piece of carcass that I carry around on a daily basis. So yeah, I will let you all know how the jab goes, obviously, and the effects, if any, that it had. My dad's had it and had no issues. My mum had it today. So we'll wait to find out about that. My auntie had hers on the same day as my dad and had no issues. If anything, they're just saying something like a bit of a muggy head, kind of a headache that disappears with paracetamol, and a sore arm, obviously, because even when you have the flu jab, you get a bit of a sore arm. So I'm not too worried. I don't particularly like needles, although I'm not phobic. So I'm probably more worried about the aftermath of it than I actually am about having it. But we got to have it done. I want to protect myself from being more sick in the future. And obviously, as always, I want to protect others if I'm a carrier showing no symptoms. I want to protect the others around me, including my daughter, my girlfriend, and my parents, who are both over 60. So they're the people in my bubble right now. They're the people that I care about protecting foremost. And then obviously everybody else around me that comes into contact with me. So if you're on the fence about getting the jab and you get invited, please, please, please go and have it. There are so many things that you will not be allowed to do in the future if you don't have it, like go to the theatre, attend games, sports, whatever, in a like kind of crowd environment. Travel. You're not going to be allowed to travel without your COVID jabs. I think we're going to get some sort of COVID passport, I think they're calling it. I don't really know how it's going to work. Until I go back to work and we've all had our 2 jabs, I will know more. But I think it's so important. I know you're going to be on the fence, and it's understandable. People are thinking that this jab came out of nowhere. In actual fact, it's been in the works for at least 5 years. COVID has been around that long. We just haven't had it or known about it or heard about it or anything like that. So you can do your research on the jab. It's there. They've been working on it. They've been working on some kind of vaccine for some kind of thing that was going to happen, and it turns out that it was COVID. So for the sake of others, and obviously for the sake of yourself and your health and your fitness, please, please, please go and get your jabs. I think it's really important, regardless of how on the fence we may be. Anyway, that wasn't what this video was about, but I feel like I've had a full MOT and now I've just got to wait for like blood test results. I'll have to rebook my smear for like a month time, and then try again. There might be a reason why it was so painful / uncomfortable yesterday. Could be like a slight infection, could be inflammation, could be anything. So I've had a little swab taken, and we'll see what the results come back. But if anybody's watching this who are under the smear test age and you're worried about it, please don't be worried about it. It really is nothing to worry about, and you'd much rather have like 30 seconds of uncomfortableness rather than suffer with cervical cancer. So if you want to pop any questions in the comments, or if you want to message me privately about smears, this is not what this video is about at all, but sometimes you need reassurance about smears. You may not feel you can go to your mum or your nan or your best friend or your best friend's mum, so I can be the person that you go to. I've had maybe 4 or 5 as I'm 37, and it's only been recently since childbirth that I've had issues down there. So yeah, if you want to pop a question, you can contact me on my socials. Smallhort01, I'm pretty much everywhere. Instagram, yeah, TikTok. I'm on all of them, if you don't want to ask me, on YouTube. But what I was going to talk about, and what I was going to do a little bit of a tasting sesh. Graze, who I've been a long subscription member of. I've recently cancelled my subscription because we're on furlough, so it's just a case of me eating whatever snacks I got in the house whenever I want them. But when I go back to work, it may be a case of signing back up again, because I'll have that regularity where I need my snacks. I used to eat Graze on the kind of commute home from work, so I would walk to my car, would eat it then. Now I find myself eating like an apple and maybe a Graze bar or something for breakfast. They are a really nice alternative if you just don't fancy cereal or toast or, I don't know, crumpets or muffins. If you want something completely different, Graze for me is always the way that I've gone. Not too filling, but filling enough that you feel like you've had something, and that's good enough until you reach an hour when you want to eat a little bit more. So I guess because I've been with them a while, they did a shout out to me and asked me if I would want to be on the Graze taste test panel to try 3 new flavours of their bake bars, which are, they're quite nice actually. They do kiddie ones, toffee apple I think it is, and strawberry, and another one. I don't want to get it wrong, so I go and have a look for yourselves. I'll put the link in the description. But the 3 flavours that they've sent are chocolate hazelnut, which sound amazing, salted caramel, which sounds banging, and lemon drizzle. Now I am partial to a lemon drizzle cake, so these have a sell by date of the 4th of April, so I must get cracking with this video. I have to let them know my thoughts in an email, a little questionnaire type thing that I have to fill out. They send you this lovely form to tell you all the ingredients and such in case you're intolerant. These chocolate hazelnut contains no milk, so possibly could be, oh, whole milk powder right at the bottom. They left the whole milk powder right to the end. Salted caramel obviously has milk in it, loads of milk. Lemon drizzle, yeah, so none of them are vegan, but let's give them a bash. So which one should I do first? We have the lemon drizzle, we have the chocolate hazelnut, and we have the salted caramel. Lemon first? I'm feeling lemon first. So they come in like unofficial packaging, because their normal bake bars do not come like this. But because they're, I guess they're just little tasters for us. Well, that's pretty cool, that the silver wrapping underneath. Now watch, I'm going to struggle to open this because I'm on camera. Oh, okay, I wasn't expecting it to look like that. I was expecting it to look kind of oaty. But I guess it looks a little bit like what are they called? Go-aheads. Let's try. Subtle. Very subtle. A bit dry. The only thing that really tastes like lemon is that swirl. The bar itself, just like a, no, like a 4 out of 10. That has a nasty undertone. Yeah, that's definitely not the one for me. So now we're going to go with salted caramel. I don't know if any of these are secrets, if I'm allowed to be recording this video, but it looks like it has a nut in it, which would be pretty cool. I have picked up salted caramel. Better. Caramel pieces. Oh, there we go. Caramel pieces with salted butter. Better. I have a kind of protein bar consistency. A bit thick, a bit stodgy. I can definitely see it kind of filling you up. I like this one. This one's good. It's definitely like a powdery kind of bar. It crumbles like that. 7.5. 7.5 out of 10. Maybe an 8. I gotta get rid of that flavour. Where's that flavour? I'm not entirely sure this one was stuck down properly. And last one is obviously chocolate hazelnut. We'll go from the other end as we're not quite sure. Smells chocolatey. Again, chunks of nut. No flavour. No flavour at all. But that salted caramel was a flavour to be reckoned with. I mean, there's nuts in there. Four out of 10. Not impressed with those. There were definitely better things to have on the market. So I will get back to Graze. And why would you sell those? I mean, they're just stodgy. They're quite thick. So I imagine they'd be quite filling. They're really dry. They're quite dry. Best one out of all of that was the salted caramel. Those salted caramel pieces were just, they were lovely. They were a nice little bit of texture as well. In an otherwise quite soft, stodgy kind of bar. No, like a weird aftertaste with the lemon. I'm trying to pinpoint whether it was like a sour taste or whatever it was. That chocolate hazelnut one, no flavour at all. It had a crunch of the hazelnuts in there, which was nice. And obviously, I think they're trying to add a little bit of moisture by adding the drizzle. I don't know if you can see because of the light. There you go. But it had no flavour, which is a real letdown. They're not great. They're not great. So, anyway, that was it. 3 new flavours of Graze. I don't know whether they're coming out, being released, not being released. I'm not privy to that information. But I'm not overly impressed with the other 2. Salted caramel, winner for me. Anyhow, I'm going to shut this one off here. And while I have the house to myself, I'm going to shoot on over to another product review that I bought and let you guys know what I think of that. Anyway, like and subscribe. That would be awesome. Much appreciated. I'm now on like 29 followers, which is like amazing to me. Thank you so much if you're a new subscriber. Please let me know if there's anything you want to see, or if I can get better, or if you've got tips, or if you've got constructive criticism too, shoot it my way. Any hate, bugger off. Go to someone else's channel. I'll see you guys soon.